Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a basic drag look. So it's going to be very contour, eyes, smoky eye, eyelashes, nose contour, the eyebrows, just everything really basic to get the basic drag face. So now I've already moisturised and prepared my skin. I've used a vitamin C miracle mask and I moisturise the skin with a Choo Perfumed body lotion. Just the moisturiser that I grabbed. So now I'm going to go ahead and cover my eyebrows off camera and I'll be right back. So now I've finished gluing down my eyebrows and put the powder on top to set them. They are ready to go. And I put a wig cap on just to keep the hair out of my face because the hair kept gluing to me. Yeah. So now we're going to go in with primer before foundation. Now I use the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. It's like £2 something. It has glycerin in it, apparently. I'm just going to rub this all over the face. For foundation, for drag foundation, you want a full coverage thick foundation. And I'm going to be using the TV Paint Stick by Kryolan in the shade 4W. I'm just going to apply this all over the face. Now to blend that all out, I'm going to be taking a dual fibre stippling kind of brush from Makeup Revolution. It's the F103 brush. And I'm just going to be going in circles around the face. Using a brush doesn't take the product off like a beauty blender would. It just distributes and blends it out, and then we'll be going in and blending with the beauty blender. Now for the rest of the face, I'm going to be taking a beauty blender and just wetting it a bit. And then I'm going to be pouncing all over the face. Now we're moving on to highlights and contours with creams. The first thing I do is highlight with creams, and I'm going to be taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is just to shape out my under eyes and before I go in with the white. We're going to blend that with the same beauty blender. Now we're going to go in with the Kryolan TV Paint Stick in 00. It's super white and it's going to go on top of the highlighted areas just to bring it out even more. So now we're going to move on to cream contouring, and I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit and a Morphe M459 brush, just a flat base brush, and I'm going to be dipping into the colours Java and Havana. Java first. I'm just going to contour under the cheeks, the hairline, the jaw and the nose and the lips. Blend out with the same beauty blender as before, just dampening it again. Now we're going to cream contour the nose. Now, this is actually really simple. A lot of people don't know how to contour a nose or contour it in drag style. So I'm going to be taking the shade Java and I'm just going to go in across the high bridges of the nose to create an upside down cone triangle shape. That's very thin and to the point. Using this contour shade, just go along the bridge like that. Same again on the other side. See? Now that's extremely thin, but we're going to fix it with concealers and white and blending. It's all going to be fine. Now we're going to be taking the Kryolan TV paint stick in 00. And I'm going to be taking the white on the finger and just drawing down the nose. Now we're going to go into eyebrows. I put eyebrows on before powdering because I do it with the same contour cream. So whilst this contour cream palette is out, I'm going to do my eyebrows with it. So now we're going to do eyebrows. We're going to be using the same Anastasia cream contour kit. And I'm going to be taking this fine angled detail eyebrow eyeliner kind of brush. Basically it's thin and it's angled. I'm going to be taking the shade Java again. And whilst I picked up the product, I just go like that, just to thin it out because it'll be all clumped up and meh. So with the brows, I just start off where my actual brow is. Now I can see that the hair's lifted. Great. So we're just going to start there and draw our bottom baseline. There we go, that's a basic eyebrow shape, and I'm going to go in with Havana and just deepen it with the cream. Now just to shape the eyebrow, I'm going to get the 4WTB Pencil Foundation and a little cheap concealer type brush. And just go over the outsides and reshape it and erase all the mistakes. Now we've done the facing creams, we're ready to set the face with some translucent powder. Now I use the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. Typical drag queen powder that every drag queen should use, or is using. It's a really thick, people say it's finely milled or thickly milled. It's a thick powder. It is translucent, but it's so thick it might cover up stuff. It also helps the blending as well. And I am almost run out. I'm going to be taking this and the powder puff that it comes with and just beating the face. Now we're going to wipe off the excess with a big fluffy clean brush. So now we're going to go into eyes. Now we're going to be doing a brown, smoky, really easy eye, but just for insurance I'm going to take some more of this translucent powder and I'm going to bake under the eyes and on the high points to stop any fallout coming and ruining the face. Now I do use eyelid primer, but I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape as a eyelid primer. I'm just going to cover the eyelids in this. Now today I'm going to be doing a general drag, smoky type halo eye. Now for our base colour, I'm just going to be taking the Beauty Killer palette by Jeffree Star in the shade China White, like a bone white colour. just to set where we put the tape shape cream. Now for the eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, the famous one, and I'm going to be taking a mixture of these brown shades and a couple of these warmer brown shades, and I'm just going to be putting them all on my eye, blending them out, making a smoky eye. Now the first brush I'm going to be using is a MSQ brush, the cheap ones off Amazon and eBay, and it's just a fluffy blending brush. And I'm just going to be taking this colour and this colour, kind of these four, just mixing them together and putting them onto the eye in the outer corner. So I'm just taking that brown eyeshadow and I'm just going to put it on the outer side of the eye first. Just going to be taking the same colour and doing it on the inner corner of the eye. Blend that out with a clean, fluffy, well it's kind of fluffy, kind of straight, just blending out the edges with this brush. So now I've kind of got the base colour, I'm just going to be taking a more warmer, darker colour. I'm going to be taking this one and these three. That one, maybe. I'm just going to be taking it on the exact same brush that we applied this with, just so it blends easier. Every time I apply a new colour, I'm just going to blend it out with the same blending brush. Just taking some more darker colours. This is like an almost black brown. It's still kind of warm toned, but we're just going to put that on the outside. Cool. So now we're going to cut the halo effect on the eye, and I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit, and I'm going to be taking the shade Fair, which is this one, the lightest shade. Take that on just a flat concealer brush, and I'm just going to go down the space that we left, right in the centre of the eye. I place it quite above where the central pupil is. For the shimmer product in the halo, I'm actually going to be taking the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in Eclipse, the Manny Way collaboration. I'm just going to be taking that and I'm going to be putting it right there on a flat brush. Now we're going to move on to liquid liner. For the liquid liner, I'm going to take the NYX Cosmetics Matte Liquid Liner. Quite cheap, almost run out again. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put liquid liner on my lash line on the top. Do a little inner corner cat eye, but I am not doing a wing because I've got all this going on and the lashes, we don't need a wing, there's no point. See, I did the inner corner cat eye and I did an underline liquid liner. but I haven't done any wing. And I'm just going to do the other eye. Now I've outlined with liquid liner, I'm going to go in with the Rimmel London Scandalised Waterproof Kohl Pencil Eyeliner. I'm going to go on the waterline with this, in the inner corner, smoke out the top, and just make it all smoky and black. Now back into eyeshadow, I'm going to take the same browns we did up here on the same brush, and I'm just going to smoke out the under eye. I'm going to be taking a flat, fluffy eyeshadow brush with some black eyeshadow from the same Jaclyn Hill palette, the only black shadow in it. I'm just going to smoke out the under eye. Now we're going to go into the eyebrows whilst I'm zoomed in. I'm just going to be taking that dark shade, this one, and maybe this one to ombre it out on a thin angled brush from MSQ, the cheapo shop. Just going to go on top of the brow we've already laid out. So now I'm going to dust off all this baking with this brush. And now we're ready to sculpt the face. So now it's time to go back into the face with powders to make it more sculpted, pigmented, bronzed, all that kind of shit. So for the powders for the face, I'm going to be taking the NYX Cosmetics Pro Contour Palette. It's the cheaper dupe for the Anastasia one, which I do have, but this one is kind of better. I do believe this one is better because it's cheaper and the pigment on the highlight powders actually come off. So I'm going to be taking the shade Soft Light on a fluffy fluffy brush type face brush. I'm going to be patting that on my highlight areas. Now we're going to contour the face with pressed powders. I'm going to be taking an angled fluffy brush. This is the Makeup Revolution F105. I'm going to be taking the shade Toffee and Sculpt, the cooler tones. I'm just going over the contoured areas. Now I'm going to be taking the shade Tan and Hollow together just to finish it off and give it more deep contour. Now some people might think this is really extreme. It's drag contour, it's supposed to be extreme, and I love it. Now for blush, I'm going to be taking a Ted Baker Lush brush. It's all rose gold and cute. And I'm actually going to be taking the contour kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills, the powder one. And I'm going to be taking the shade Havana, I think, which is this orangey contour shade, but it's too orange for me and I'm going to use it as blush. I'm going to put it on top of where the contour is lightly and brush it all back. Now to brush it back, I'm just going to take a translucent brush. Now for nose contour, I'm just going to be taking a cheap angled detail brush with the same NYX Cosmetics Pro palette. I'm going to take the shade Tan and sculpt again. Just sculpt and go over the lines that we already created. Just brush that and blend it a bit with the translucent brush. Now it's time to set the face with some setting spray to take all this excess powder away and ready to put highlighter on top. So for setting spray, I actually use water. So I actually use water in a can just to brush all the powder away and get it ready for highlight. And then I set it with a setting spray, an actual setting spray to keep the makeup on. But I just used water to, it's like Fix Plus, but I used a cheap alternative. Now for highlighter, I am actually going to take two highlighters and I have lost them both. For highlighter number one, I'm going to be taking the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Eclipse highlighter, the Mani Anywhere one. I'm going to wet the brush, just a tad, because it can get clumpy. Take some of this highlighter, I'm just going to put it onto the cheekbone. I'm going to take it onto the lip. I'm just going to take a very tad and put it onto the forehead. Just a very light dusting because I have a lot of texture there. Now for highlighter number two, I'm actually going to be taking this Makeup Revolution Illuminator powder. It's so old that all the writing's come off. It's hit pan, it's almost destroyed. But this was like £3 and it's basically as good as the Jeffree Star one. But I'm going to layer this on top. Up in the air, I want you to jump. Oh. Ooh. Now we're going to do mascara. And for the mascara, I'm going to use the Thick and Fast High Definition Collagen Coat Mascara by Soap & Glory in Film Noir. Black, it's in the shade black. So I'm going to be taking this, and you know how mascara works. I'm just going to coat my lashes in a lot of mascara.
I want you to jump like you trying to get stuck in the air. If you feel it, don't care. Shorty beating her face in the mirror.
Now it's time for lashes, so I'm actually going to apply these off camera because they are a true testament to my patience. So I will be right back. So now I've put lashes off camera. These are the 301s on the underneath by Eyelid. And on top, these really spiky, huge ones. The Kimura Black Lash from rocketlash.com. Underneath is just some pound shot ones that I've cut up and dotted underneath to give that doll look. I've also added a bit more bronzer in the face just to bronze it up and make it more. Now it's time for lips. I'm just going to be doing a nude lip because it goes with the vibe. It's very smoky, bronze. The nude lip is just perfect. So I'm going to first line my lips and overdraw them with the W7 Lip Twister in Very Nude. It's a very creamy liner, it's like £1.50. So I'm just going to overdraw my lips. Just what you want. So now I'm going to take the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Daddy. It's the Manny MUA collection. It's a beautiful dark nude, and I'm just going to be placing it all over the lip. Now to lighten up the centre, I'm going to take the other Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Mannequin. It's just a basic nude, and this is actually my favourite shade and my favourite lipstick of all time. So I'm going to go throw on a wig and an outfit, and I'm going to come right back for the final transformation. Hi everyone, so that's the finished look. I have finally gotten into drag. It's only taken about 4 hours. But this is the basic drag look. Like I said earlier, you've got your basic bronze, your contour, your highlight, your eyes, your eyebrows, your lips, blah 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 blah. This wig is amazing. I got this wig from Webster Wigs. It is the style Amy in Platinum Ice, and it goes all the way down to my ass. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.